3, 4. Well, there was a little general store down Lower East Pubnico Way, where the locals would gather, tell tales with the wood, and play cards all day. They'd talk about fishing, politics, weather, and such, and have a good laugh when someone would lie too much. Louis would bring his guitar sometime, and I'd ask him to play songs I'd heard on the radio that very day. Unfortunately, that wasn't his style, and he'd break out in a little Johnny Cash for a while. Well, many a tales were told in that old store. Some were false and some were true and some were folklore. Many mysteries were solved and some just left alone. Sitting round grand-père's pot-bellied stove. Well, in the wintertime, the old store had got so hot, the stove would turn bright red as the coal heated up. Well, Dante's Inferno and the devil in his robe, they could not compete with the heat from that stove. Well, many a tales were told in that old store. Some were false and some were true and some were folklore. Many mysteries were solved and some just left alone. Sitting round grand-père's pot-bellied stove. Well, many of the folks that would have gathered in that store are no longer with us to tell tales no more. I hope that God in heaven has made a place in his grove so they can all sit around, tell lies, and play cards around a pot-bellied stove. Well, many a tales were told in that old store. Some were false and some were true and some were folklore. Many mysteries were solved and some just left alone. Sitting round grand-père's pot-bellied stove. Charlie, Philippe, Capet, Porter, Henri, Eddie, Oscar, Gordon, Alfred, Joe, Fred, Hermie and Russie and Johnny Mark and Johnny Gordon.